Welcome to Waferz Fantasy Football League 2024. I am your host, Jon Doe, also known as Shouty Cuz, bruh, and this is week number 9 recap. Some of our new Waferz lights coming down from the farm, sun-grown shit, you know what I mean? Whole 14, we got them in 14 grams, get you a whole half an ounce. Always smoking good. I've been smoking on this Halado mint. Fresh. Look, we need y'all to show us some love, subscribe, like, comment, all that good shit. Share it to some friends. Look, we ain't doing this shit for nothing. A lot of work goes into all these stats, man, and all this recording and shit, man, and editing and shit for y'all. It's for the people. You know what I'm saying? So just show us one good one and, like, comment, share it, watch it, you know what I mean? Tell a friend. Yo, go ahead and if you smoke this shit, man, leave us a comment and, tell us what you're smoking on first off. What's your favorite strain? And just show us some love and, leave us some comments and some reviews on Reddit and Weed Maps if that's your place where you go to, man. And it's another spot or shit. Even shout us out on the blacklist or one of them goddamn, pages that talk about weed all the time, man. You know what I'm saying? For all my 420 activists, hey, smoke up. Normally, we start this off with getting into my squad, Shouty Cuz, bro, in league number 11. And we will, because your boy made one of these lists this week. So just stay tuned to figure out which list that was, what slid through. Trust me, it's a good one too. Week 9 tournament average, 133.33, down this week by almost 6 points. There were a lot of huge performances, but more bad performances tournament-wide. Last week we had 15 teams under 100 points. This week we have 45 teams score less than 100. Injuries to big players and disappointing performances from players. Quarterbacks got hurt. It was just a fucked up week. 133, but not bad. League averages in descending order. League number 9, top of the league this week with 137.7. League number 14, which would put up 136.35. That was the second lowest average league last week, so good shit. League number 24, 133.92. League number 24, they had the highest last week, so all the way down we got league number 17 put up 126. Now they was in the middle of the pack last week and dropped all the way down to the bottom. About 10-point differential in the league averages from lowest to highest. So 3 lowest scoring teams of the week. League number 20, Bear Guy Sneed put up 67.23. He started out with T. Higgins. He was out? Come on, dog. Come on, we keep having this problem, man. Unlucky in several areas. Samuel scored 0. Tucker had 2.7. Mustard, Algier, and Schultz all disappointed. His mismanagement was highlighted by CeeDee Lamb, Cooper Kupp. He sat Justin Herbert. League number 1, Yardzilla 23, put up a 62.07. Just had a cursed week, man. Their only mistake, which was hard to predict, was starting Kyler Murray, 10 points over Stafford, 31. Who would have known? Injuries hit hard, wiping out his wide receivers. A.J. Brown, 5.6. Olave only put up 2.3. Andrews put up 4.6. And Conklin put up 0.7. Moore with 5.8. His best players were Montgomery with 12.6 and Cook with 12. Fear the Beard, 247, 50.5. This is my last time talking about this guy. We're done with him. Fear the Bear was on the list last week. We're just going to replace this guy, man. Shit. Wilson with 30, Mustard with 10, London with 11. And then he just started several injured players. We feel like this guy's not even paying attention. He's done. So being that we have a few of these teams that are lacking coaching, if you're watching, we're going to offer you guys, and if you want to take a chance at some of these weak-ass teams that these guys got that ain't doing nothing, hey, hit us up in the comments or whatever. Hit us up in the chat, and we'll try to get you tagged on to one of those extra teams. You know what I'm saying? Me and Bees, Barbarians, and Hustler, we're going to try to fill in some spots. 3 largest blowouts of the week. League number 1, BK Warriors, 146.13, and Yardzilla, 62.07. And that is an 84.06 point differential. We already went over Yardzilla's team in the lowest scoring teams of the week segment. But BK Warrior had JSN, put up the 37, went crazy. Hopkins also caught that bomb that took a lot of people over the top. Hopkins put up 28, Bijan with 21, CJ with 18, doing the heavy lifting in this matchup, man. If he had put Eckler in or Madison or Etienne or even Irvin, he would have had even a better week. League number 27, Crispy won 179.93. to SWAT Atlanta, 95.3, 84.63 differential. SWAT has not started a complete lineup for weeks in a row. He lucked up last week and seemed to have, SWAT had Mahomes, he put up 38, Pollard put up 18, Ridley 12.3, Swift 14, while Etienne and Pierce only combined for a 12. He started Samuel, Ayuk, and Freiermuth, who were all on bye. What's that about? Crispy 1 had Stafford 31, Henry 26, Brown with a breakout performance of 26.7. I didn't see that coming. Kelsey 23, finally. Jefferson 22, Reed 16, and a couple more decent contributions. His biggest disappointment was Algier. You can never know with that guy. And the biggest blowout of the week, 262 BG, 158.97 versus Marty Saad's 73.87. 85.1 whooping by Crispy, man. Crispy had Burrow explode for 46.84, Sutton with 25, Hubbard 21, Myers 18, McLaurin 16, and 10 from Hall and Williams each. His biggest disappointments were Olave, 2.3 before getting hurt. Njoku with 8. Marty Saad's had a terrible unlucky week, man, getting combined 28.4 from Gibson, Dobbs, and Laporta, Slayton, and Hawkinson, with Murray with a meager 10. Chase and Ingram with 11 each. His best performance came from Jacobs with 12.8. Crazy, man. Shouts out to y'all. 3 closest matchups of the week. 3rd closest matchup of the week was out of League 21. Nick R80, 120.03 versus Sports Herd Radio's 119.57, a 0.46 differential. Sports Herd, they didn't sit Diggs, who was hurt, in favor of Tillman's 19.5 on the bench and lost by 0.46. Big weeks from Baltimore offense kept them close, with Lamar going off with 37 and Flowers killing them with 30, plus 22 from Henry. That whole offense just balled. Aside from that, Taylor and Jonnu scored 9 each, and Dobbs had 7. Bigsby with 2.2. He could have gotten by with all of that if Worthy hadn't scored. If he would have just scored a 0, but the boy had -1. That's karma for you, though. This team did not deserve to win, dog. Nick R didn't have any huge weeks, but Robinson 21 and Kelsey 23. Those were his highlights, assisted by CJ's 18, London's 10 before his injury. Now, did y'all see him do that damn celebration and then walk off injured? It's dumbass. McLaurin 16 and Douglas 10.5. Nothing amazing, but no zeros. Way to get that win, coach. We had a tie for the closest matchup of the week. We decided the highest score matchup would take it. That's only fair. League number 11. Your boy, let's get on into it. Shouty cuz, bruh. 132 to Sativa's Day Night, 131.67. That's a 0.33 differential. Man, let me tell you how this went. My team, cuz, bruh, we went against Sativa's, and I pulled off that win. The opponent got unlucky with a couple of things. Did he get unlucky or did I just play well? I don't know. Either way. Keep it 100. They had London get hurt. CD got hurt. CJ with 17 was a disappointment, so it kind of let me slide in. As well as Bigsby with 2 and Wandale with 4. Kamara's 27.5 and Sutton's 25. Dunzy's 15.4. Kept him as close, but not close. You just couldn't get there. You know what I'm saying, with your boy. If he'd have played Herbert over CJ, he would have wrecked me. Man, look, 3 and 6. It feels a lot different than 4 and 5. I had Mahomes. Mahomes had 38. Best game of the year for him. He had more interceptions than touchdowns before this, but now his nigga just balling. This was his get right game. Flowers put up 30. Bijan put up 21.5. Reed 16. Palmer with 14.3. And that was huge. Slayton even gave me 9. But Pitts, man, every time I play Pitts, this is what he does. 2.1. Komet, I talked about it last week. I seen Komet blew up, and then I put him in thinking he was gonna blow up, didn't do shit. Gave me a goose egg. Every fraction in this game really counted for me. It basically boiled down literally to Monday night's game with the pass from Mahomes to Kelsey at the very end. I don't go to OT, I don't win that. I was on the edge of my seat. Close as hell, 0.33. I got that W. League number 6, Chris 805, 144 to Bender Overs. I love that name. 144.27. That's another 0.33 differential. So like we said, they scored the most, they win it technically. Bender over had Olave with 2.3 and Prescott with 18. Both go down, while H put up 32. I think that might have been his best scoring game of the season. Hopkins with 28.6. Like I said earlier, that boy just took that bomb and went crazy. His best game of the year. He was on edge all Monday night, boy. Mixon scored 16. Hunter Henry 12. Williams with 10. Waddle with 7.6. All of whom disappointed. The Victor, Chris, he had Lamar go crazy with 37. Henry with 26. And Sutton with 23. Hunt balling with 18. And London gets hurt. Nearly messed him up. Andrews, Irving, Chubb combined for 15.5. I was kind of disappointed out of all them. Shit, he got exactly what he needed to secure the W. Shouts out to you. 3 worst beats of the week. The people that scored the most, and you still lost. It's not really necessarily you losing by 2 or at the end some shenanigans happen. You're not going to put that in there. It'd take too long for us to go through all that information. The highest scoring losers is basically how we doing this. League number 3. Scotty Boy 12 put up 162.47 and lost this week. That's tough. He ran into Brown 11B, whose team snapped and put up 170.13. Scotty Boy got 37 from Lamar, 21 from Bijan, 26 from Henry, 24 from Dobbins, 20 from Mooney, and 15 from Connor. But pitiful, Pittman 2.4 again, Andrews 4.6, just weren't enough. This team should consider trading a QB since they got like 3 good ones. Brown 11B had Flacco. That's ballsy with 10. AJ got out with 5.6 and somehow still got the W. A-Chain, that's how. Not somehow, that's how. A-Chain with 32. Stevenson with 22. Cup with 21. And Gesicki put on a Superman suit with 27. Taysom Hill added 16 and Otten, he been killing. 21.7. Crazy. I think that was his best game of the season. He just went absolutely apeshit. Job well done. League number 4. Cal Tippin Ninjas scored 162.5. Normally a winning score. They went up against Jay Randolph and they put up 167.27. That's a 5.03 differential, man. Shit. It was a close matchup. Cal Tippin Ninjas got 0 from Wilson. Had Johnston on the bench with 22, and that was the difference right there. Aside from that, the Ninjas had Mahomes with 38, Barkley with 24. By the way, did y'all see Barkley jump over the dude backwards? Might have been questionably the most athletic player I've ever seen in football. Dobbins, 24. Bowers, 15. White, 12.5. McConkey with 11.4. 11.4. McConkey, man, I don't like it. All mostly solid aside from that 0. Jay Randolph, 7.8. Overcame Olave's injury and Waddle 7.6 with big days everywhere. Daniel scored 29, Kamara with 27, Flowers 30, Hopkins 28, Taysom Hill and McLaurin with 15 each, and a modest 10.5 from your boy Breece Hall. League number 14, and what was the worst beat of the week? We have Pro Chiefs Glazer. You know Glazer, right? You don't get the reference. So Glazers is what they calling niggas is like dick riding. I'm sorry. I don't know why I didn't see that earlier. In the worst beat of the week, we have Pro Chiefs Glazer 1587 with 166.1 versus Anderson 2000's 178.27. Pro Chiefs started Nico while he was on IR. Come on, bruh. So honestly, he deserved to lose. It's amazing he could even put up 166 with Nico IR. Is Nico gonna come back? Let us know. Komet with 0, Franklin with 3, Mahomes put up 38, Hubbard with 21, Stevenson 22, Flowers and Hopkins each scored 29, and Kelsey with 23. Mismanagement probably cost him the win. Anderson 2000 had Rogers 32, Henry 26, D. Robinson with 27, HN with 32, Dobbins with 25. His disappointing performances were Watson with 8.7, Dobbs with 6.8, and Njoku with 8. 3 luckiest winners of the week. These are the people that scored the lowest and still end up winning. Lucky asses. League number 25. Joe Villa scored 106.77 and won this week in a matchup against Zach 710, who scored 92.53. unlike most of these matchups, there was no mismanagement on either side. Just bad luck. Zach 710 had Burrow with 47, Hadunze 15, Downs 12, JT with 9, and a combined 9.4 from Rashawn, Olave, Pitts, Boyd, and Johnson. Brutal. Joe Villa had Geno with 41, Jefferson with 22, Watson had 8.7, 10 from Kyren and Javonte Williams, Watson with 8.7, Keenan, Handwaddle with 7.6, Worthy with -1, and Komet with the goose egg. Not a pretty matchup, but hey, winner's a win, ain't it? League number 17, Saquon these nuts, 98 against Kyler the Creator, 77.47. Kyler's only 20-point performance came from Dobbins with 24, followed by 12 each from Montgomery, Jacobs, and McBride. ATN with 5 and 3 zeros from Wilson, Deontay Johnson, not sure if he even played, and Komet. With Cousins on the bench scoring 30, Saquon these nuts had Saquon with 34, Love with 19, Cook with 12, Javonte Williams with 10. Combined 23 from the rookie Thomas, Waddle, Pitts, Palmer, and Puka. League number 6, Pitts and Giggles put up 88.5 and beat McGoob's 80.57. Started Metcalf, who was out. You should have known. His two best performers were Dobbins with 24, Addison with 16, Kyler let him down with 10. Could have played T-Law instead, who had 26 on the bench. Chase had 11.3 and combined 18.8 from Allen, Harrison, Laporta, and Watson. They ain't help. Pitts and Giggles had CJ with 18, Jefferson with 22, Jacobs with 13, and Kyren with 10, which was disappointing, along with a combined 25.4 from Williams, Pitts, Schultz, Mostert, and Johnson. Not a stellar week, but Pitts and Giggles still got mark off one on the victory column. So we had three top scorers over 200 this week, bruh. First time. Unfortunately, only the top team will get the prize. But look, I'm gonna try to figure something out. I'm gonna talk to people. You know, I know a few people. I can make a call or two. Try to hook y'all up with some kind of discount for the merch. We gonna work something out for 3 highest scoring teams. Week number 9, league number 15, Antonio 420 balled out this week, putting up 203.87 on the scoreboard. Third highest scorer in this week. Allen gave him 7.6 as his only single-digit performance, with Ferguson adding 14, Mixon with 16, and everyone else over 20. 21 from Hubbard and Cup, 22 from Jefferson, 28 from D-Hop, 34 from Barkley, and led by Mahomes. Had he played Shepard over Keenan, he would have came second, I think, this week. He'll have to settle for third due to that decision. If you're watching, light one up for your boy. Number 21, OG Eviscerate, scored 203.97, just 0.1 more than Antonio. That's how that game goes. He had Kyren and Tolbert with 10 and some change, Hunt and Myers with 19, Jefferson and Otten with 22, 28 from D-Hop, 32 from H, and a cool 41 from Geno. Geno ball. Some big pop-off performances from guys we've been waiting on to deliver. So, shit, if Kyren had done what he was supposed to do, he might have put up 210 this week. League number 7, Your Mama's Pimp. You know I love the name Your Mama's Pimp, man. We talked about it last week. I just shouted you out. 209, bro. 209.1. The highest that we've seen. Just putting a slap down on all you. That's how Your Mama's Pimp is doing. Highly disrespectful name, by the way, man, but funny as shit. He had Ingram with 11.5, Montgomery with 12.6, Pollard with 18, a pair of Chargers with big days, Johnston with 22, and Dobbins with 24. Wilson came to life with 30, Stafford threw down 30 as well, and Barkley went off with 34. Super stacked team here, especially looking forward. This team could be a real competitor. We're gonna reach out, you know what I mean, that hoodie thing. Man, we gotta lace you up real nice, Your Mama's Pimp. Good shit, PM. High scoring team for every league in descending order. We're going to shout out a few of these teams. We actually ended up with 5 teams score over 200 this week. League number 23, Hurts So Good, put up 201.43 to be exact. The squad had Hurts for 40, Stevenson with 22, Wilson 30, JSN with 37, and Myers with 18. Waddle, Gibbs, and Ingram let the team down. Still strong overall. League number 2, Beer Me 2300 scored 200.9 to be exact. Just getting over that 200 mark, man. Like I said, we're gonna try to get y'all something. Let's see what you had. Allen, 35. Hn, 32. Brown, 27. Sutton, 25. And JSN with 37. DJ Moore with 7. And Pitts with 2.1. Those were the weak spots of the team. Had he played Hopkins over any of them, he would have scored like 220 or something. Look, and like I promised, you scored 200, I'm gonna look out for you. I'm gonna try to do something. I don't know what it is gonna be, but I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna talk to the man behind the man behind the man. League number 6, Nikki 1017, 188.67 this week. With Allen 35, Kamara 27, Barkley's 34, and Robinson's 27. They were let down by Dobbs' 7, and Otten, he was on the bench with 22. League number 8, Chaos put up 174.43. Another name I remember from last year that we haven't discussed at all this season. Shout out to you, Chaos, for playing again this year. They had Lamar 37, HN with 32, Flowers 29, Jefferson with 22, and Schultz and Laporta both scored 5, which hurt the team. League number 24, Black Panther Express with 162.37, the lowest score on this list, but managed to be the highest score in his league. So this was thanks to Allen's 35, Adams' 22, Mooney's 20, and 18 from each Pollard and Smith. Tyreek's 12 and Hawkinson's 5.7 in his season day. Pretty much let him down, man. But overall, a solid week. Top 20 scoring teams tournament wide. Shout out a few of them, you know what I'm saying? League number 25 to Infinity and Bijan was our 6th highest scorer of the week with 195.67. Bald, they had Allen with 35, JSN with 37, Bijan 21, Brown 26, Mooney with 20, and Myers with 18. I ain't seen Myers on any of these teams, okay. Kincaid led his team down with 7.2. If he had played D. Hopkins instead, shit, he would have went Infinity and way Bijan. Oh, same league. League number 25, Spiderweb 20, 189.33. With the help of Daniels 29, H is 32, Dobbins is 24, and Adams is 22. The rest of the team was solid, but no standout performances. League 26, Ifalco 3, closing out the top 20 tournament scores. He had 178.77, 30 points from Stafford and Wilson. Stevenson 22, Hubbard's 21, and Mooney's 20. This team was let down by Pierce as Flacco was tripping. In the undefeated team updates, my boy Scotty Boy 12 lost this week to Brown 11B. Andrews and Pittman just fucked him. Season point total 1312.5, and still with a nice record of 8-1. No longer undefeated, but hey, we still do have one undefeated team. D. Lincoln, big week from D. Lincoln. Daniels with 29, Tillman with 19, Kamara 27, Sutton 25. Big week from Daniels, 29, Tillman 19.5, Kamara 27, Sutton's 25, helped him beat Eagles Fly, who had basically got fucked with Dak's injury. 2 from Puka before that punch, that stupid ass shit, dummy. He put up 1369.8 for the whole season, and 9-0 still. Week number 9 wrapped up, man. Better luck next week. Like always, it ain't gonna smoke itself. Smoke one for your boy. We out. Shout out to 420 Crew Hustler. I think it'll be here Friday. Yeah, man. Smoke some good and keep y'all updated and tap in with us on Friday. I think we're gonna go live. Fuck with us.